All right, what up, guys? Kick it up here in the NBA, back with the Boston Celtics. Wanted to cover, they lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. Now we want to evaluate Jason Tatum and the crew with Brad Stevens and everyone else. Kind of leaves a couple questions for us. What happens for the next season, 2021, and the future? And kind of reevaluating the 2020 season for the Boston Celtics. First of all, Jason Tatum, he's had 3 seasons in the NBA. His first season when Kyrie Irving and Gordon Hayward were hurt and they were injured and out for the season, he took over. He went to the conference finals, Game 7 against LeBron James. Very impressive for a rookie season. He definitely took over that team offensively and just the whole face of the franchise. Next season, you had Jason Tatum actually took down to a second option when you had Kyrie Irving healthy back on the team. They got bounced in the second round to the Milwaukee Bucks with Giannis and the crew. And then that left the Boston Celtics in a weird position. Should they re-sign and go after Kyrie Irving again? What should they do? And they let go of Kyrie Irving as Kyrie actually decided not to go back to Boston. He signed with the Brooklyn Nets, and now is back on Jason Tatum to being the #1 option again. He brought in Kemba Walker, which kind of a similar type of play to Kyrie Irving, but Kemba Walker doesn't have an ego. He fits in the team system, and Kemba Walker has been struggling and suffering for the last 7 seasons with the Charlotte Bobcats and Charlotte Hornets with that franchise, only making 2 first-round appearances and pretty much just getting swept for both occasions. But on the second occasion, he actually made 6 games to the Miami Heat. So really cool on that situation. But Kemba Walker, he knew what he had to do. He had to stay in the Eastern Conference, be a point guard for a championship contending team, kind of in that mix. And the best decision for him was the Boston Celtics. Now, I'll give credit to Kemba. I didn't actually expect that to be the most effective fit. I didn't expect the Boston Celtics to make the conference finals. I thought they would probably get bounced in the second round. But they reached their peak this season. They made the conference finals. They pushed it to a Game 6, and the Boston Celtics will get there. They're young. They're a young team, a core foundation of Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Marcus Smart. But then you bring in Kemba Walker, who's around 29 years of age. It seems like the team chemistry has always been up with that team. Everyone knows their role. You have 4 players who can give you 20 points at least on a given night anytime you ask them. So that's really cool. Brad Stevens, let's just admit he got outcoached by Eric Spoelstra and the crew. The Miami Heat are just different dogs when it comes down to it. And that's something kind of the Boston Celtics are somewhat lacking. They do have a dog in Marcus Smart. Jaylen Brown's very conservative when it comes to that matter of things. They just need to find a little more dogs out there for their franchise. Nothing wrong with them. Go back into Jason Tatum. So this is his second season being the #1 option, both resulting in a conference finals appearance. So it's actually kind of cool to see a young cat at his age, around 22, 23. Actually, I think he may be 21, 22. I don't remember anymore. But he's young. He's a young cat up there in age. He made all-star appearance. He's been kicking things up on his own play, and I'm excited to see his game grow as well. So for the Boston Celtics, they got bounced in the conference finals. Most people had them losing to the Toronto Raptors in the second round. I know I did. I thought the Raptors would win that in 7 games, but the resilient young team, the Boston Celtics, came through with Jason Tatum in the crew. They need to take one more step. Same thing with Brad Stevens and their young core foundation. I think for the 2021 season, this is a great experience for them to transition into that season to hopefully make the NBA Finals. Now, they're in a position to where they can make it or not. It kind of depends how things go in free agency. They are looking to possibly bring back Gordon Hayward. I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. He may leave in free agency. Probably go to the Pacers or back to the Jazz to get paid. I think the Celtics may move on for him if it is a money issue. Overall, I think they should probably look into Steven Adams. Daniel Tice is a great center, but I think a Steven Adams dog will be a great core foundation for center for their team since the Oklahoma City Thunder are trying to trade him away. A lot of different scenarios. You got to keep Jason Tatum as your core foundation with Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, and you have Kemba Walker there, so you'll keep him on there. And with Gordon Hayward's $20 million off the table, you can orchestrate a trade for Steven Adams. I think that would be a great pick for the team. They definitely need to find another scoring option off the bench since Gordon Hayward's 15 to 20 points a game will be no more. They need to find a scoring option, such as in that mix to help out Jason Tatum and the crew offensively. I haven't put my finger pretty much on who they could go for. The 2020 free agency class is not going to have stars. You're going to have a bunch of role players out there. I doubt the Celtics will make any key trades when it comes down to it. But if you're looking for any small forward or any shooting guard, they need one that can be able to give you around 15, 20 points a game automatically. Let me know down below, guys, who you can actually think that player could be for the team, or maybe if they should go for Steven Adams or not.